Okay, so quick video this morning. I'm down in Northern Virginia, which is about 7 hours away from my house in New York. Um, Used to live down here years and years ago, so every now and then I come down and visit my old roommate. Um, Tried to do some sourcing yesterday. I don't know, I'm sure there's some pickers out there, some resellers out there that are from Northern Virginia, but man, I found it hard. I drove around and found one crappy garage sale, a couple of overpriced estate sales, and that was about the extent of it as far as that avenue goes. It was raining like hell here yesterday, like really bad. It hasn't rained here all summer. I get down here and it rains the entire day, and the further on in the day it got, the harder it rained. I did go to Goodwill, and I went to the Restore store, and I found a couple of things, which oddly enough is the exact same item here. So I'll show you real quick. It's gonna be a short video because I didn't find much. So I found this Sony under cabinet CD radio, which I've actually sold a couple of times, and I have one for sale now. They're actually pretty cool. If I was going to put one in my house, I think I would probably put this one. So I saw this, and it was $9, and I didn't see any remote or any mounting hardware. So I was kind of like, I don't know. That's a little bit much to just come with the unit. But then I looked over about 10 feet over, and I saw this bag. And having sold this before, I knew that in this bag was, you can get it there, the remote and the mounting hardware, and basically had everything except for the manual. So I thought I was in business. I went over and plugged it in just to make sure the thing worked, and everything looked good until I saw this. If you can see that, in comparison to that, the mounting bracket is broken. So 3 of the 4 are good, but the one is, obviously I don't know if they ripped it out of the cabinet or what they did. And if I went back and looked at the mounting hardware, they actually only have 3 screws and 3 spacers. The 4th one is missing. So I kind of debated, went back and forth, and said, you know what, I'll give it a shot. If all else fails, I can sell the remote for about $10, and I'll come out of it even, and at least I've bought something. And later we went to the Restore store. I think they had one by my house, but I've never actually been to it. So I went there, and I probably should have taken some pictures and maybe some video, because that place was overwhelming with the amount of stuff that they had. Mostly junk, but they had a whole wall of electronics that I started digging through. And the only thing I came up with was actually this. Another Sony under cabinet unit, the exact same one as the one that I got at Goodwill. And this one had no remote or anything, but I tested it and it worked good. And as you can see here, it's actually got all the mounting sections there, but it is missing the 1 screw, but it has everything else as far as that's concerned. I tested it and it worked good. A little dirty, but I thought it would clean up for the most part. I got some good stuff to clean it up with. I actually use Young Living essential oils, the citrus oils. Man, that stuff takes out some wicked spots and stains. Unbelievable, that stuff. And it's non-toxic, which I like too. So I decided, you know what, I said, how much is this? And they're like $10. And so I said, okay, that's on the upper end, but I figured if nothing else, I can definitely make one good unit out of all of this, and then maybe sell the other one for a little bit cheaper that pays for both. And when I got up to the register, actually, it was 25% off the whole store. So, it came to a total of $7.50, so I got whatever, 17, 18 bucks into both of them. I've sold them before pretty high when I had everything, including the manual, like $80, $90. I'm not going to get that for this, I think, but between the two, it'll be something, which is better than nothing, which is kind of what I thought I was going to end up with here Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday being down here visiting my old roommate. So there's another Restore down here, Restore store, I guess they call it, and we're going to go check that out today later on. I guess it's a little bit more organized, which isn't necessarily exciting for me, but when the sourcing is slim, I'll kind of take whatever I can get, and I don't want to source all day because I do want to do some visiting, but interesting checking out the local scene as far as that stuff is concerned. So just out here in the early morning, actually seeing the sunlight, because I didn't see any sun yesterday, and we'll see how the rest of the day goes.